Somebody, mama, getting digged down tonight. It's your boy, the real Slim Ballin'. You're tuned in to GBA Radio. Well, we the motherfuckers that's laying down and fucking your mother. Like the motherfuckers we are. Hey, Grunt. You know how it is. You know how it is. What's up with y'all, chat? What's good with you? What up with you, OG? Yeah, out there with the little homie and shit. Got this cat chilling by him right now. The fuck is this watching me? Walk up here. If you gonna do something, do it then. The fuck? That's what I tell him. You gonna do something and do it then. Fucking look at me, get all scared, motherfucker. We out here with it. Y'all see nature. About to make some moves real quick before that motherfucking storm hit. They talking about we about to have snow for like 3 days. I see the change in the sky already. I know it's close. It's good with you, cuz. I can stop and looking all hard and shit. What's up? Hold on, I'm getting up. Who that? Who that? They down there like they about to throw hands or something. What's up? I know he wasn't talking to me. That's why he just got punched in the shit. I thought I heard somebody say nigga. I didn't know it was the little white boy. He just got punched in his fucking shit too. It don't matter what neighborhood you is. Shit. Even in kids shit. Little black boy punched a little white boy in his face when he could just call him a nigga. Just teed off on his ass. That's why I stopped for a second. Watch that shit. The fuck I'm supposed to do? Tell him he did something wrong? Motherfucker, you did the same shit I would've did. How the fuck I'm supposed to come and tell you you wrong? Hell no. I guarantee next time when a little white boy decides to say that shit, I guarantee he won't say it so quick next time. You remember that motherfucking fist that just caught his fucking eye? He tagged the shit out of his ass too. I didn't even think that little boy could fight. I'm about to drop by and shit. Told his moms tomorrow, be like, yo, your son got little hands on him and shit, right? What y'all been doing over there? Okay. Shit, send him over my way and shit. I got some bags and shit up in the shed. Hey, let's get his power up. He look like he got a little something. Right. I guarantee that little white boy won't call him a nigga no more. He just rock the shit out of his ass. I said about time, shit. Y'all be letting them get a free pass around here in the neighborhood. Hell nah. Y'all kids and y'all correct y'all peers. Somebody disrespect you, you better enforce that shit. Alright, that just did me a badge of honor right there, seeing that shit. What kids beating, not kids beating each other up, but you know, just that motion right there, boy. Oh yeah. Now imagine if they did that shit back in the day, where it wasn't. Oh, hey, that's what I'm saying, yo. Think back in slavery days, boy. There was more of us than it was them at any given time. At any given time. You thinking the house got what, maybe 20 people in it? That's about 100 blacks outside and shit. And y'all ain't seen that motherfucking plantation? What, they got a couple guns there? Shit. They gonna come bring the whole army. They try and take back one plantation. You got your fucking mind. Go do your homework. Even one plantation, this shit, there was plantations that fought the Confederacy and the North and shit. Bitch, you ain't staging on my motherfucking shit. I'll hold down my shit. I'm gonna stand on mine, right? You better stay on the outskirts of my shit. Right, where's the real Americans like that back in the day? This is my land and you violate, I'm gonna make you pay for it. Yep. We need some more of them. We don't need the racist ones. Because all they are is just confused. How can you be racist of somebody else that's your race? Right, we see races and put it as color and shit. That ain't race. Bitch, different systems and shit think. Like, yo, what's your alien then? The fuck a alien then? That motherfucker wasn't born here like us. Right, but that's the alien? Okay, but we inhabit this planet, right? So that makes us like earthlings to that motherfucker, right? He ain't saying, let me go grab some blue, yellow, green, pink, all kinds of different shades of people. Hell nah, he's grabbing motherfucking people. Humans. Earthlings. That's what his ass wants to get. I don't know what everybody else be thinking. Oh, that guy is racist. Punch him in the shit. I guarantee he'll shut the fuck up. Because everybody's bad until that fish come hit your skin. Or bust you in your mouth. Oh, yeah. That's when it's time to shut up and put up. And then most of y'all develop y'all skills so good at talking. When that punch hits you, and you realize you in a fight, you ain't got the skills for it. You can tell people that can't fight. First thing they try to do is grab you. Right, they ain't got no other moves. They ain't throwing punches and kicks back. They trying to grab you. It became a wrestling match. They go into what they call the lock-in. Right. You still got a free arm right there to keep bop, 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 bop. And what they do, they might start, after a couple hits, they're going to hit you with that windmill. You know what that windmill do? I done seen many of niggas get knocked out by a windmill. Getting overconfidence because you could beat the guy and he hits that windmill and he catch that fucking chin and you go down. And then everybody out there like, man, you know what usually happens at that point? They got to jump your ass, man. They got to. They got to help their man save face. Don't let them be clicked up. Oh, no. They clicked up, they really want to stump you. You better break like a track star and get the fuck out of there. I remember chilling with the homies one time. Yo said something about my chick and shit, and I checked his ass. I didn't realize, I forgot that it was 5 niggas out there. I learned real quick when they went to move in, I lost track of the fact that it was 5 niggas out there. Oh, they didn't do shit to me. I walked straight across the street to my man's house. Went and grabbed my thing and I came out and racked that bitch. And was like, what it is? And they were like, oh, okay, we see what type of time it is. And they backed the fuck off. They tried to catch me like the next night. When I pulled up, they tried to snatch me out my whip and shit. Talk about like 5 blood cats and shit. I beat each one of them niggas' ass when they try to snatch me out the window of my whip. First little nigga, I snatched him inside. snatch him inside the whip. I got my boy rolling up. He rolling up a motherfucking half an ounce. He right there, got it bust down, all kinds of shit, rolling up. We about to smoke. Picked him up for work. And they over there. I pull yo through the window. I got my man spilling the weed, all kinds of shit. He's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? He didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what was going on. All I know is I pulled the first nigga inside the whip. I reached under the seat, grabbed my pistol, started whipping this nigga. My boy's like, what the fuck? Tossed that nigga back out the window. At that point, I tried to step up. They had the dude crouched down by the door. I only caught part of his shoulder by opening that shit like that. Came up, whoop. I come out the whip, yo, just down low. He comes up, mock up. He caught me. Good thing my door was open. Cause that's what caught me when I had to stumble back about a good 2-3 steps. The big dude that we all knew and shit. That nigga Black Hercules, he caught me good, boy. Had me a little dazed and shit. I didn't curl up once. I grabbed the same nigga that already was right there. I started choking that nigga. Put my head down behind him for a second. Right. They're punching him with most of their punches. Hitting vehicles of the metal on the car, by the door. Till I got my brain back unrattled and shit. At that point, I pushed that nigga right there, bust my shit in the air. They took off running. In their house. He said, oh, it's like that. At that point, I'm like, yo, fuck this. I got my happy ass back in the whip. Poured out the block. Went off, we posted up behind the barbershop and shit. My man like, damn, yo, what happened to you? I just seen you about like 30 minutes ago. Man, gave me $7 and shit, man. Little niggas trying to start some shit. Alright. Damn. 4, 5 trucks. 3. My cousins were walking by. They said, damn, yo, what the fuck happened to you? You know, give them a recap. The same dudes that tried to do the jumping shit, they walked right across the street. Didn't even see us. We posted out front. Like 12 deep. They walked right past us. Like something was making sure these niggas didn't see us. And they go inside the Wawa. Oh, when they hit the Wawa, it was over. I had my cousins block the doors and shit. We went in there and started fucking the Wawa up. I got hit with motherfucking shit. That shit cost me about $5 grand. But we got his ass. My cousin didn't even swing on the niggas. They just lined them niggas up. But get that shit, yo. Let me put that work in, get that mark. Hell nah. What? How the fuck you hopping on my operation? What did you contribute to it? Where did it fuck you up at? See? That ain't how the game works. As Jerry said, homie, think he tough. This other guy said I ain't tough. I'll smack your bitch. Ever suck my dick while you tied up to the chair, dog? What's up? Send that addy. Exactly. Right tough inside the chats and shit. All y'all want. Y'all ain't got no physical location. But I show up on y'all. Straight like that. You ain't seen my screens. I got access to get planes and shit. But then y'all talk greasy in this chat box. Skate room, all that shit with you. Hey. We're gonna send your family the little light up disco ball. I'm off of the Squid Game joint. Bloop, 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 bloop. This is how much your family was worth right here on our current value, you know. They were a little slower than everybody else.
I put a little more in there, but you.
What's this going for?
Same thing, right?
6?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I got you when I got it.
For sure.
I did. Yo, man, why he go on, bro?
I know, listen, I'm not gonna lie.
Yo, he went back to some old shit to trying to reach.
Me playing psychological warfare.
Yeah.
Right? When that day you told me that he was like, oh, you always buying weed from yo. I played it cool. I did. I didn't react. I went and I thought about it. I said, how can I jab this nigga back with friendly fire? You feel me?
Yeah.
First thought, don't ever hate on a nigga track. Cause I never talk about nothing you got going on, bro. Cause that ain't my business. I'm focused on what I'm doing. That's what you should be doing.
That's what you would think, yeah.
And then when I hollered at you from the beginning, I presented it to you like this. Hey, look, boy, I got bit by boot.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Just come to Israel, right?
Come fuck with me. You fan. I said that, so I'm thinking. So when I pulled up on you the other day, that's why I told you, I said, yo, do me a favor, yo, tell yo, I said I got whoops and whoops and whoops, you feel me?
Yeah.
Fuck with me. So he know in his mind, when you said that to him, in his mind, he like, oh, Diddle being funny. You feel me?
I don't even think it was that. I just say, yo, like, why would you cop it if you ain't got a surplus for where somebody confident get it?
Mm-hmm.
The way he made it seem like all the time he gets it, it's because I'm the only one buying it from you. If I ain't buying it, you stuck with your shit. When he went down, Kim told me how much the jar cost that he was getting.
Mm-hmm.
She let it slip that he was spending $400, and I'm thinking, damn, I'm doing about $180, $200 a week with him.
Mm-hmm.
So damn, you told me in 2 weeks that I could have had that whole jar already, but you giving me pieces off and all that. I'm like, okay, that don't make no logical sense. On my side of trying to like save and then still, entertain and stuff, it don't make no sense.
Yeah.
So she ended up giving me the straight deal. When she had the rest of the jar, she went and got a new one. I gave her the full. Word got back to him and stuff, and he's like, oh, he's taking over selling all my people. Bro, the jar sits inside the house and I'm ripping and smoking. I'm the only one with this shit. So what are you talking about? Oh, well, it's like everybody's trying to carry me and stuff like that. We're paying such and such to stay in a hotel and all that. And I'm like, nigga, I don't need to know your current financial state and shit like the fuck. If y'all doing it, you make it every day, then shit be happy that you got a roof over your goddamn head. Like the fuck?
Yeah, but listen though.
You at least got your folks down here. Instead of them going up to Philly and then you don't see your kids until weekend like that.
I'm not even being funny, but I'm saying like, I was being funny. It was a jab, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
But it's like at the same time, like, bro, you looking at a nigga like your only source of income. It's like you basically, you trying to flunk me out.
They told me that me buying the weed from him, he let it slip one time saying that he needed it so he can go and pay for the daycare. Yeah. And I was adding up. I said, hold on, so I'm paying for daycare almost every week. Yeah. The fuck? Hold on, how did I get a hook on that? And Alicia was like, well, you're the one paying the daycare. And I'm like, hold on, what? Yeah, how much you spend with them on?
And you know why,
you're paying the daycare.
And you know why Alicia said what she said that night when we was at the house? She said, Dennis, from now on, you need to get your weed from Diddle. Like, you don't need to get it.
Because he had that whole fallout shit like
yeah, and in his mind, he knows now. What I'm giving you for $60, he probably wasn't even giving you for $200.
He didn't.
You feel me? So now he knows that you know what you're supposed to get for $60. 14 grams, 14 grams, bro. It's a half. $60. He probably, who know? I don't know what he was selling you, but I guarantee you.
Right, the wage was crazy.
It wasn't bigger than that for 200 or 100, whatever it was.
Right, you get some shiggles, little teeny shiggles like ruts. That's what it was, ruts. Whole bunch of ruts that already been chopped down to make the bag look bigger.
Well, nah, but see, it don't matter.
I said I already know that tactic.
But even still, if they small, you're supposed to go to give some a little more. But even still, even if it's small, you can't say
down. That shit was like, damn.
When you put on the scale, it's supposed to weigh what it's supposed to weigh. But at me personally, like if I know I got some smalls like I got right now, I'm gonna hit you with a little bit. Come on, go ahead.
Hey, not if they hit you with a Ziploc bag, bro. That's how he tried to do it, a Ziploc bag.
Stand up.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm good, straight. I got you.
I'm about to be out, bro.
Already, bro.
Indeed. Yeah, that nigga just be tripping.
Yeah. It was a friendly jab. I shot a jab.
Hey, but he be tripping off of it because Joe, it's like every shot's an insult. Like, why are you so sensitive? You ain't never been like that over the years. Why you now like that? Indeed, bro. That's a bad little shorty right there. Shit. She got a ring on. Fuck. I respect the code of the ring, man. Respect the code of the ring. You acting a little tough, man. I'm just me all the time, bro. Confrontation come present, I try to end it. Fuck letting you come back and we gotta fight on it again. Hell nah, that shit need to be over right then and there. If I gotta do some fucked up shit to keep you away, and now coming back retaliatory, I'ma do it. Like that, man. Nobody on this internet out here playing. I bring y'all with me so y'all can go ahead and try and say some shit. Man, look at that stock price that went down 4 points. God damn. What y'all doing, Spectrum? Y'all lost some stock today? Lucky I ain't got like 4 bags sitting on the side right now. I'd have bought some of y'all stock to fuck up today. Y'all took a point loss like that. Shit. Got you. Y'all be fucking with the stocks. Stocks easy as shit, man. Y'all ain't got cash yet? Right, you gotta come in on the stock, man. Buy the penny ones and shit, man. That way all you're losing is change. Till you figure out how it works. Oh shit, what we got action up here now? Yep. Somebody done fucking came through this bitch flying. Look at everybody turning the fuck off. They must have freed it up quick. I see the truck right there. Oh, there's the boys. Keep on going, man. There you go. Especially the city boys, don't fuck with them. They can fuck with you on the sidewalk, whatever. Until we get back over here to the county. Past their jurisdiction, they can't do shit there. Speeding. That's how the last shit just started. Speeding. See what that vehicle look like. We getting close to that motherfucker. Is that the tow truck? I think it's a city truck. It's either that or they're gonna do some maintenance here. The tow truck's right ahead. Okay. Damn, that beat getting crazy. I see you. Okay. He just left exotic sounds and shit. He got a new rig. Got some of that little cucaraca going right there. Right, that motherfucking bass was sitting clean as a bitch. He must got the subsystem inside that bitch with the speakers too. The intercom shit. See, we do it around here with the intercoms. You put that intercom inside your car. So when you pull up, your shit really hitting. Here you get a system. All you want your system set up is for the bass. Play all that other weak shit, the lyrics and shit. You play that right there at the intercom. Right. People forgot the old days of DJing and shit. We don't pay attention to your lyrics. I never did. I like the beats. The beats. Anybody could have got on that motherfucking beat and rock that motherfucker. But did you make that beat too? Right, piece of creation right there. Right. The lyrics and shit, they fade away as time go on. That beat was still rock. Now who that? Damn, why all these kids look the same? It's like kid got 5 trucks with 5 different hoods in the front of you bitches. Same identical truck, different design in the front. Each different design in the front increases the price by a range of $15,000 to about $4,000 additional. That's crazy. Car companies, man, y'all think people don't notice stuff like that, man. I called on how you increase the accessory or presentation of the vehicle to increase the value or the price of the vehicle. But guess what? As soon as they come off the lot, it's done devalued the motherfucker more by a third anyway. Easy. You don't think so? Go ask your insurance company. Go get a brand new car and go crash that shit and see how much depreciation came out that vehicle already. You'll be interested as a motherfucker. People don't understand where some real money come from. See, I got my folks. They showed me the game. What were they doing? They were doing everybody in town taxes. Same time, was studying, getting degrees and shit. Why? Because they end up becoming something. What did they become? They started their own insurance company. They didn't cost really shit. Right. You start your own insurance company, then guess what? You could offer that to others. You don't even have to offer it to others. Put all your vehicles on that shit. You control what the rate of your insurance is. You pay way less than the current going market prices and shit, and still get your shit repaired when it fucks up. But guess what? You don't just get it repaired when it fucks up. Right. You cover all the parts and shit with it also. Right, everything that nobody else wants to cover. You don't see where the parts are? Right. Do you not know that they make many parts and duplicates of parts daily? That's why we got what you call mass production. So why do you think that one car part costs $1,000 when they done print line that 100 copies of that bitch? It might only cost them $20. Pay somebody to stand there, push the button. Automation does all the shit. All he has to do is take it off the rack, stack it up, put it on a cart, put it in a pile. Now it's getting shipped out somewhere to some retailer that's paying a markup also. But guess what? You went through them to buy that part, so they're going to smack you with a little sweet offer on top of it. Right. See how that little part that only costs maybe not even $20 for somebody to push a button to manufacture, and you paid a G for it, and there's multiple copies of it. They ain't catching on, man. Ain't catching on. We at the end of the line trying to figure out where the where the start of the bus was. We jumped on at the back of the bus. Some say, oh, I like it in the back of the bus. That's probably why you always behind. Right, we gotta get to the front of the bus. We gotta pilot this thing. Start letting others pioneer us. Yep. But how do you do it? How do you do the stuff that you're talking about? Oh man, you ain't never read a book. You know what a book look like? It's this enclosed, right? It's this enclosement type device with a front and a back, and it got like some pages and some ink on it, where somebody wrote that shit because they thought it was important, or they were trying to tell some kind of story in it, right? You know, but where do I find this thing at? You know, everything digital. You ever heard of a library? It looks sort of like a museum building, but it has library on the front of it. Yeah, but I got my phone. Oh, that's cool. They could tell you that the Easter Bunny was coming back tomorrow, right? And you're gonna click on it. Say, hey man, you hear about the Easter Bunny coming back tomorrow? Right. That's how you want your information source. You don't do no checks on your facts. Damn. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all don't. How many of y'all sat there and was dancing the lifestyle and didn't know the lyrics at all? Right. You were hoping that what everybody else was saying was in the song wasn't in the song. Right. But in the club, you didn't give a fuck. Right. That man could have said a whole bunch of homo shit, and you in there motherfucking trying to get up on the chick and shit. And there's some flamboyant ass dude looking at you like, uh-oh, he like this shit, and he over there getting it. Right. He checking you out the whole time and shit. You dancing to his song. Right, you dancing to his song. He think that song like his coming out song. And you over there dancing with it and shit. He's like, oh yeah, uh-huh. Then when he come over and try you and shit, be like, oh man, how long it's been since you came out? You gonna be butt hurt and all mad and wanna fuck him up, huh? Just sitting there dancing to his song. Mm-hmm. I didn't dance to it. I didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? Shit, okay. Okay. I heard this song 9 months after it came out. I didn't know what the fuck it was saying. I told my boy, what the fuck is that? And then we turned that shit the fuck off. And made a beat that sound way better than that shit. And my boy spit on it. Alright, that's what we were doing that night when we first heard that lifestyle song. Alright, working. About 3 o'clock in the morning. This dude been spitting for like 4 hours. He trying to knock a whole mixtape out in a day. Right. Hey, but he had his bread too. I'll tell you that. That man had that back rating. So I gotta get this shit out. Shout out my boy Young B, man. He's down in Miami right now. He was already a Miami native rapper that got shot up back in the early 2004. He was supposed to get signed with Rick Ross and them. Maybach Music. But he ended up getting into a gang feud with his neighbor across the street from him. Got hit like 7 times and shit. Then they moved him up here and he just happened to crawl past with me. What's crazy, I was the last producer he came across. He tried everybody else out. So when he came to me, I was the last one. And I let him hear my sound. Recorded his first track and shit. He said, yeah, you my producer. I said, damn, everybody else been doing it way longer than me. That gave me a confidence thing right there. Because what do we do? I started going to everybody's studios. I had everybody in my town that had a studio hear my beats. And all of them was like, damn, my shit ain't never hit like that. Huh. Interesting. Interesting, right. That was my whole sound quality type shit. Interesting. This shit got his system really hitting. He got way more equipment than I did at the time. Oh, this is making a hit. At the time, I was working with fucking 12-inch fucking speaker boxes. 6 boxes with 2 12s in each one. And then a rack of tweeters. You talk about when the bass hit, it felt like the room was about to collapse on itself. Like, really. Really. That's how that shit was. I had somebody in that shit that had a pacemaker. I damn near stopped their heart off of a track and shit. Had their pacemaker going fucking stupid. That woman said, oh, I can't be around when you making beats. I like music, but man, you damn near try to kill me the other night. I said, what you mean? She said, that shit, I got a pacemaker. I said, oh. She said, yeah, all the BPMs were fucking me up. Making my body go fast, slow. She said, I like all your slow stuff. Keep that. That's what I like, your slow stuff. Play that when I come over. I said, okay, that's cool. Keep all the turn-up stuff for everybody else. She said, I'm not out here jumping around and everything. I said, I got you, you know. She was sort of like a older auntie age and shit, you know what I'm saying, about 50-something. So I said, all right. So the older crowd fuck with my R&B slow shits, especially if they ain't got no voices on it. I still got an uncle hit me up every now and then and shit. Give me $50 for a tape. That's why he calls it tapes. He still got a CD player. I'm like, damn, it's all good, Unc. You lucky I still got a computer with a CD burner on it. Right, he got all my best beats and shit, though. And then what does he do? He go around and word of mouth. He riding around town and shit. They hear some kind of mushroom type jazz and shit. Oh, man, that's pretty dope right there. Oh, that's my nephew's work. And I give all my family. Everywhere I go, I buy cars, man. I buy so many business cards and shit. Motherfuckers would think I was selling drugs the way I push out business cards. Just going to my boy house right there to go crop some herb and shit. I just gave him another stack of business cards. So now he got another 200. He run out this shit. I still got about a whole 8,000 GBA radio business cards. All right. Y'all thought we'd be playing with this shit? Ain't no playing with this, man. Ain't no playing with this. That's why it's so funny when y'all sit there and switch up. They said, how we switch up? I said, cause I got receipts on you. How you got receipts? Cause you came through earlier, right? And you were sitting all passionate, cool, calm, collected and shit. You didn't see what was going on. Then what you do? You try to come back later and talk some shit. Like all these streams ain't out there for somebody to go back and say, oh man, look how he switched up so quick. Right, less than 24. Did that shit 2.5. It's alright, they don't know me though. It's all cool. They want to know me. That's why they come back. Yeah. Want to know me, homie? I'm just trying to make her flood the street. Like I was putting out a sound like Bon Jovi, you know what I'm saying? Show up at her door when you go to work, you know, and lay down that hardwood installation. That's all we doing. Y'all be making it seem like I go out looking for controversy and shit. And just BA, when you out on the street, man, you never know what it is. You never know when you're out on the block. Moment you leave your house, shit, you open for whatever. But I know one thing. There's a lot of keyboard tape heroes out there we done seen on display inside the chat. And not once did they drop a addy. Right, that's the magical thing about this internet. Everybody's a tough guy, but you won't drop your address or phone number. So then people really get to see who you are. And if it's really a confrontation of beef or shit, I got the means, methods, and time to show up. I don't think you want the guy that you shot in there giving power and idolization to show up and have to whip your ass. I don't think nobody wants that. But we down for it though. We are down for it though. They think that we shy from competition over here. Hell no. Y'all think I went down to Orlando, Florida and shit? They go be down there just for Thanksgiving? Yeah, partially. But who were we calling out? We were calling out a whole nother podcaster, right? That had a little noun and shit, that was talking some shit. And what that dude did, he had to block us out. His bitch ass didn't even show up at the boxing ring. I'd have loved to whip his ass. I even told him we could do it for content. Right, I would have gave him a couple pointers. Gave him a couple days to get some training in and stuff like that. You know, get punched in the shit a couple times, and then we have a match. Right, pay for a whole training session for you. I get my people to do it. Get my people to train you up so you have a whole day. And I'm going to be in there working with you so you can watch me too. And when we get in that ring, oh, it's going to be crazy. It'll be crazy. I said one day, yo, I hope somebody catch me while I'm still youthful and shit, man. They going to be talking some shit and we going to have to go to street beef. I'd love to see the homies over there from street beef again. Especially to walk inside their ring and shed some blood. Oh, man, that's an honor. That's an honor. That is an honor. I say, yo, it's going to happen soon. One of these podcaster guys is going to make it happen soon, bro. I don't know why. I hope it doesn't. But some podcasts are going to make that shit happen. And we're going to have to pull up on them. And then when we pull up on them and shit, we're going to have to see. They're going to have to stand on it. And if they want to get their ass beat on camera for the world to see and shit, hey, I'm down for it. Because I guarantee I'm not losing. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. You better bring people to hold you. Hold you back. I ain't even hold you back. They'll hoist you up. Hoist you up. Cause a lot of people think they got hands and shit, and all you did was just slap box and shit like that. That ain't a fight, bruh. That ain't a fight. I had a couple fights where I had to actually fight for my life. You talking about fight for your life, where the motherfucking person got that murderous intent. Some of y'all ain't even seen murderous intent. Some of y'all ain't even took a life. You had to go shoot a nigga. Take one with your hands and shit. Right, it's a whole different feeling. Right. Whole different feeling. And I ain't encouraging you to go out and unalive people neither. Cause that's just stupid. That's just stupid. We got finite time on this earth. And you want to go ahead and doom yourself for eternity and shit. Going out bust somebody and shit. Now when you get to hell, they gonna do all kinds of shit to you. Cause everybody go to hell. Some of y'all saying, nah, I'm saved with the church and shit. Everybody go to hell. Nah, but my pastor told me, no, everybody go to hell. Your pastor, he goes to hell too. Yup, his wife go to hell. Everybody that's been born on this earth go to hell. They said, no, they don't. A whole bunch of people didn't go to hell. Yeah, they were chosen, right? And where they at? Nobody seen their ass come back here. Nah, they gave us some tales of some impending doom type shit that just seems so unrealistic. Right, seems so unrealistic. When the last time you seen a fucking dragon? Alright, somebody answer that. When the last time you seen a dragon? Or the mention of a dragon. We're not talking about crocodiles and shit like that. Did they say, oh yeah, this their cousins and shit, and this is the down small form and shit, or the lizard, or geckos and shit like that. Nah, when the last time you seen a motherfucking mystical type dragon and shit flying around breathing fire and shit? We done had many earthquakes. I ain't seen one jump out that bitch like it was a Pokemon Charizard. I ain't seen none of them shits. I said, but oh, let us keep feeding the AI models and shit. I guarantee we'll see it one day. You ain't seen the video of the AI? The AI using a 3D printer? Making over 100 items? Wait. You know, out of 100 items, it only bots like 15 on detail wise, but still made the item. That's a crazy success rate. They had to make all kinds of variety shit, from big items, the small items, the pieces of items. And it was knocking it out like it wasn't shit. So it said, how long before that shit replaces us? How long before it goes through its database of all these prompts and shit that we done gave it, and it taps in and starts giving its own self? Because all we doing is making it smarter. You don't think so? Go inside and give it the most graphic, use a thesaurus or dictionary, but go inside and give it the most graphic words that you can use to pertain to a camera. From angle points, view, graphics. Even make up some words. And don't try and make that shit. Because everybody forgets the movie. Y'all remember the old movies, the beginning movies? All it was a picture. A picture linked onto some device to give it motion. With sound behind it to paint the story. And what does the camera do? Snap so fast. So it gives the illusion that it's capturing everything going on. It snaps so fast now that it's supposed to be moving past the parameter of what your eye is supposed to keep up. I said, damn, that's crazy. Because they said the human eye is supposed to be able to detect anything up until it hits about 9,000 miles per hour. I said, that's fucking interesting. So that's why we can look up and see fucking something shooting across the sky and shit. Okay. That's very interesting. So we got cameras to that point. Who's that anime? What up with you? What's good with you, man? Yo, what's good, what's good? Who's that anime? Who you be, man? Hit that thing, holla at your boy, man. Hit that double tap, let us know somebody out there, man. We try to at least get a minimum of maybe like 1 like a stream, hopefully. I guess because it helps. I guess it helps whatever the thing is, man. We don't even really care about the numbers and math and shit. It's like if somebody drives through and they have a good conversation and shit, then that was a good episode. And then everybody else sit back and watch the episode and was like, oh, okay. We know who this guy is now. Welcome. Right, welcome to the nation. Then when we do the shows on the desktop at night, you be the new guy there, and then you see the other people, and then now you got somebody to chat with. All right, see? That's how it works. When we get on this mobile right here, this is like giving you like the backroom shit, man. Just, I guess, like keeping the whole hundum with you. Right. Because the show, you know, we got the fancy graphics and all that, and the sequence and the drops and all that, you know, and all the good doodaddies and everything. Yeah, but then I like to see that this is like the VIP room, man. You ain't never went to a concert and you just wanted to sit back and chill with like the person you bought the ticket to come see? Right, we done gave you free admission. Right. You don't have to sneak in the back door. You get to catch us during the before or after the show. Figure out maybe get a hint of what the show might be pertaining to that night. You know, it's something different, man. It's something different. There's something different around here, man. That's gonna be crazy as shit, cause I say, yo, when we start appearing in upcoming movies and stuff, then it's like, damn, I'm gonna miss this little bass I had, cause then we gonna have to just like, you know, they're gonna be like, damn, I used to know that guy, and then they're gonna show up and be like, remember me, and I'm gonna be like, oh, you were the switch up guy. Right, you kept it 50-50 with us. Mm-hmm. You didn't come around and keep it 100 though. You came with a hello and then came the next stream with a fuck you. Like, we all know you. That's a cool thing, because we just let the streams just all sit there after the stream's over, too. So that way everybody go back and watch, the moderators just sit there and say, huh. So next time when the guy comes and shit, and they like, man, why couldn't chat during the show and shit? Why would I be a moderator and shit? Why somebody had to take corrective action on my online behavior and shit? Like I didn't get no kind of home training growing up. I think a lot of y'all miss out on that shit. Y'all act like y'all parents ain't raised y'all. Then y'all get on this internet and want to be hiding behind the screen name and shit. And then when they try and go all crazy with it. And then most of y'all come off with screen names that it's like, damn, what would your kids say if they were playing against somebody like you in a game and shit? You would get mad as shit. You pop up in a game and some dude got some kind of solicit statement and they playing with your kids. But yeah, most of y'all do that shit to other people's kids. You come up with something called some name, come dumpster to something, and then jump in the game and shit, thinking your name all cool and shit. Yeah. What if that was your motherfucking kids right in there and they seen that shit on the screen? You be feeling a type of way and shit, but you cold doing it to somebody else's kids until it happened to your ass. That's how karma works. And then when it happened to your ass, I hope they go to full extent. And if you are doing that to somebody's kids and shit, I hope one of these organizations fucking PDFs your ass. I hope they PDFs the shit out of your ass. So when I'm looking through YouTube, I see you right on there. Be like, oh, Pedo Watch right here. You see what new episode they got? Oh, shit, that guy used to come through to my streams. God damn, I didn't even know he was out there doing that. I say, yo, you know what? I need to link up with them people. Because they got national funding for that shit now. I can shut down so many games and get so many people. It's so fucking easy, bro. It's so easy. Because just with my technical background and shit, it's not that hard to try and get a triangulation of where you might be within a radius. That's why I said most people left. Freddie left. Freddie said, damn, I forgot he was a fucking hacker. Shit. Right, man. My field was video games. You know how many video games are out there? You know how much knowledge you get from reverse engineering a video game? You know how your thought process changes? Once you see how a sequence of events works, and then your thought process changes, and then you just start evaluating everything else a little differently. Right. Oh man, I could take her out this weekend, all I'm saying, and blow my whole paycheck to make her happy, but then the rest of the week, I'm struggling and shit. That ain't logical to do. Fuck that. We just gonna have to meet when I got more funds or something. That'll be the scenario. Or she gonna have to match up or something. Right, she can't match up. A lot of y'all women act like y'all can't go deuce, man. What's up with that? Y'all can't go deuce and shit nowadays. I understand if you got invited. But if it was your idea, well, we got paid. And vice versa. I said, oh shit, son. Talk to him. And then same shit for the brothers. Fuck wrong with y'all? You'll go out and buy some name brand sneakers and shit to compete against who? She ain't even worried about the materialistic shit. You bought all that materialistic shit for what? To boost you up? You fucking idiot, you just went broker. Oh, but my whole outfit's about 40, 50,000. You 40, 50,000 broker every time you wear that shit, you dumb motherfucker. Could have put that shit into something else and had it making money for you. They don't think like that. Motherfucker, yo, I'm telling you, check this out. I put money down. Show me an independent artist and any podcast that gets a tax return back and these motherfuckers ain't hit a goddamn studio, ain't did nothing that push their fucking career. Ain't did nothing. And most of them get back some good ass taxes. Get back some good ass taxes. And then they blow that shit. Bitch, I wish I would get back some taxes. I'm going to go rent out a fucking club. I'm going to go pay somebody at the Kinko's. We about to get 1,000 copies of flyers at Kinko's. That's like $400. Right, we about to take that whole tax shit. We going to do an event. Get some people to come out and shit. Right, I'm about to flip the shit out of this motherfucking tax shit. Then when I get the next event, the next part of it, after the show, I'm going to put it down and get another show. Right, let's bring it back, do it again. Why? Because it's going to make money. Because it's a winning formula. They're not going to do that shit. Most of them, they'll sit there in front of their mic and record 100 songs. And they ain't hit a stage or performance in front of nobody. Nobody. They got their peers that's like, oh yeah, that's all right. Ain't no motion behind it. Be like, yeah, I'm going to make it one day. And you ain't even stepped off the fucking porch. You ain't even showed up to a karaoke night. Ain't got on there with the horrible mic quality. Ain't even did like a fucking song or somebody else's fucking song. So people get a good look at you. Have a good time, get to know you. They ain't did that shit. Most of them walk into a club in their hometown and shit. Only a couple people know them. They ain't shaking no building. The DJ don't shout your ass the fuck out. I walk in, oh shit, Slim Bowlin's in the building. I throw it up for my boy, yo. Right. Because they fuck with me. Because when I got a club and they walk in the building, I'm giving them their flowers too. Because they worked and earned it. A lot of these motherfuckers ain't earned it. They got the mic. They got the technology. The cell phone. The newest tool. I can blow up on my phone. You ain't blowing up on your phone. Show me somebody blow up on a cell phone. Show me. They had to hit a studio, get professional sound. And when they heard what professional sound sounded like, they wanted the professional sound. You go back and you take your cell phone copy and you take a professional studio copy of the track and run them side by side. You definitely hear a clear, you hear an amazing difference. Amazing difference. How I know? I can play some of my old shit recorded on cell phones. Years ago, when cell phone apps came out, play it against stuff against equipment. Equipment blows the shit out of it. Every time. And then they say, oh, well, all I got is the cell phone. You bought the cell phone, right? Cell phones usually start off at a minimum of 300 to motherfucking about 2 bands. You had enough money to get the cell phone. You could have sat there and just used the phone to write your raps. You still are working, right? You got to put food in your mouth, pay the bills, keep shelter around you, protection for the elements and shit. And you could have hit one studio. The studios in your area, that ass. They that ass. But then you get that check. You get that tax return check, right? And you already counting on that bitch. By the time Christmas comes, you already helping on that. That's supposed to be your hope. Your hope and Mary. Get you out of a situation. How the fuck you put into a situation at the beginning of every start of a year? Every start of the year, you hoping for this check to perform a miracle. I got to get mine back. I got to get mine back. Well, if you depending on your taxes that one time of the year, why didn't you tell them to take more out of the shit? Because you were blowing more on frivolous ass shit for the course of the year before your taxes came out. Why didn't you just tell them to take more of that shit so you didn't blow the shit, so when you got it back, it was actually like you were getting something to fuck back. You were actually putting more into something to get more back. They don't think like that. Oh, backward ass thinking. And be like, well, I learned this from my folks and shit. So you never aspired to be better than your folks? You had to. Had to. I hope you ain't still home them one day ass in the basement. Folks couldn't even get their midlife on and shit because your ass is still inhabited and shit. Mama can't walk away around the way that she wants to, feeling free and liberated and shit. That's why she got with your daddy. That's why she been putting through. Because she knew, hey, I bear all these tough years and shit. Sooner or later, the seed will be out this motherfucker. Hopefully we train him the best that we can so he can get out there and make his own goddamn life and get the fuck out of our shit. No, but then some of y'all hit 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Still leeching off the goddamn folks. Still leeching off the goddamn folks. And then short the people that's actually out here making it and getting it and moving. That might hit you with a little sauce. To maybe get you a little income. Maybe a little sponsorship. Because your dusty ass couldn't get it. If you could get it, then you wouldn't have been tapping into fuck to me to try and figure out how to fucking do it. That's how I see it in retrospect. And if you didn't come to learn that and you came to chill because we fuck with you, then we appreciate you too. And you know who y'all are. So you know this conversation isn't for you. That's what it is. Everybody got something out there for them. That's why I said I'll give you a blank sheet of paper. You want to write back fuck you want it? Then just have it. Just have it. Because the same way you can say fuck you, I can say a lot about you without even using 2 words. I got many a words. Many a words. And I got many a time, and I got many a situation. And I can go till I'm blue in the face until you just wish that the worst evil shit happens to me. But I know none of you motherfuckers will pull up and do a goddamn thing about it. Because I stay ready. And y'all might say, oh, he's trying to come off top, tough and bravado. There ain't no tough or bravado, bro. I am me, and I'm me all the time. And people like it, and some people don't like it. Salute my homie Quaalude, man. Check out Bad Air Day, man. Overdose Music original, bro. The Connect Work Films, bro. Check out Bad Air Day on them networks right there. Also, check out the I'm Here video that just dropped earlier today, man. Woo! You talking about some heat. Y'all tap into the show tonight when we gonna world premiere that joint the way we do it. Yes, indeed. And if y'all ain't seen all the other showcases that of videos that that Overdose Music been dropping and his affiliations and stuff, man, go back watch any one of our episodes, man. All I'm saying, they done dropped mad music this year, man. You talking about We Different, Since You Asked, Sold, Probably Who, Muddy Wedding, I'm Here, Lieutenant Petty. Y'all remember Lieutenant Petty? If y'all ain't remember Lieutenant Petty, that was the intro music that we had for when we exposed the other podcasters, because we sat back and we watched it, man. We sat back and we watched it and we were astounded and said, yo, somebody has to act on this. Somebody had to act. I'm surprised his peers didn't do it. And we just happened to be the little man on the totem pole. They got that voice with that pillbox that's monstrous on a mountain. So we had to bring it to them. We even invited the people to come up. They didn't want to come up because they said all they had to say. That's why we did the research. And we gave everybody their time and all that. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Even then, guess what? Them people felt salty. We gave them the chance to meet up, get free boxing training. Who refusing free boxing training? Free boxing training, bro. You could have came, shot the fade, got free boxing training. Free boxing training. That way if somebody else called you out in the future, at least you knew you could take a punch. At least you knew you could take a punch. Maybe throw one back. Had some kind of a guard. That's some kind of a guard. A lot of people ain't got guards. And even with the guard, the body's so soft. And it's like, damn, a lot of people talk all the time. But then when you look at it and you say, man, can this guy really throw down this stuff? Who else is out here on fitness? Staying up on fitness. I walk 5 miles a day. Minimum. To make me feel good. My body needs that. Same time I go work out for an hour. Work my arms. My legs. Stuff like that. I ain't looking for no competition. But just know if it comes, bro, it's always meant. And it's always ready. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear me get on here calling people out. Talk about, oh, I'm going to hit you with this and that. And then come through and do this and that. Why? Because if it gets to that point, then you would know. And then we wouldn't never have to have a conversation about it. Because they said the best moves are kept in silence and you never announce your moves. That's what a coward does. Because they scared to go through with the effort in the act. It is. How many times you got in a fight and it's always the guy that talks the most that gets his ass whipped? Because he got to come with a bravado to try and talk you out of it. And you know as soon as your fist connect with that lip and shit, the words don't mean nothing. What they gonna do when that blood splatters and you bust their shit? They better throw something back. But a lot of them come up and it's looking like you're watching wrestling, bro. They want to wrestle you. That's the wrong thing to do. You going for a ride. You taking that ride. Even in the hood, bro, that was the one thing that we always practiced on each other anyway. It was slams. Right? It was like a upbringing, Joe. It was an upbringing. We would go down to the park. Every day you go to the park, there was always going to be a fight at the park. You never planned on getting in a fight. It just happens. And you better not try to run. You better not try to run. We had 20-inch fences. Where you running? Where you running? It was already a golden rule there. That everybody knew if you run, you got jumped. It's better to face off with the one-on-one and lose than to get jumped for running away. And then that shit carries on with you. Everybody in the hood know that you ran away. I had cats that constantly were getting out. Constantly getting out. They seen me, the tall guy. Oh yeah, I'm going to try this guy. Oh yeah, I wish you would try me. Yeah, you might fuck me up, but I'm going to fuck you up worse. Ooh. And they already knew. I go to the house, I'm grabbing that steel. I used to always go to my house after the fight. I'm coming back with a skateboard. I'm about to fuck somebody ass up. Right. Even if I wanted to fight, you're getting trucked. You were getting trucked at that time. If I had a bike, I'm throwing my bike at you. Right. I came down here to play basketball, play football, try out for the baseball team. Community event shit, you know what I'm saying? For the cookout. And then you mistook me for somebody else and brought your aggression onto me. I got to do what I got to do. And then my people are sitting there watching me. That's going to be the talk of the shit. I can't be the bitch ass dude in my neighborhood. Hell no. Hell no. Because guess what? Everybody talked in the neighborhood. The OGs be outside on the porch and all kinds of shit. They the first ones to see you when you come back from the park and shit. Man, what y'all got going on over there? You didn't even know that they were already in the back watching it through the fence and shit in the cut. They don't watch you already throwing with that boy. Right. They about to talk some shit to you. Rise you up. Rise you up. Right. They knowing damn well, yo, good job. Homie put down for this shit. He's through his. He got his shit split. But he still threw his shit. He won that one. Right, Lord G. Right, all the OGs in my shit used to call us Lord G's and shit. We never looked up at them as big homies and shit like that. How am I supposed to look up at you as a big homie and shit for guidance and shit when we were all family? We were all family. Y'all my cousins, uncles, and in-laws and shit. Right. I'm sitting right there with my uncle and shit. Any given time, this nigga just come up and just pow! See what your body made like. Caught you slipping, nephew. Right, I guarantee next time he ain't gonna catch me slipping. Hell nah. I'm gonna anticipate that shit. And imagine that he's there anyway. Even if he ain't there, I'm gonna just imagine his ass is there. And I'm like, damn, if a grown-ass man done cracked me like that and I had to recover from it and learn how that power feels and shit, somebody my age ain't doing shit. How many push-ups y'all do a day? I had a minimum of 100. Today, I had 125. And I still owe another set. Yesterday, I got 300. Day before, 250. Right. I'm at 240. I can lift my motherfucking weight 200 plus something times. I can go distance and have me a nice breathing pattern. I ain't never slip on my training. I ain't never. That's why I sit back and say, man, you know, showing inside the spot and shit's the safest thing for some of y'all, man. Cause when that realness come across y'all and shit, man, ain't no talking it out. Ain't no talking it out. Cause when somebody states that they really want your ass, they want you, bro. It ain't in no homosexual manner if they want your rear end or your anus. No, they really want you, bro. That's a passion. That is a passion. When somebody tell you that, yo, and then when they put the art that depicts the shit, they really want you. And then the people sit there and then what they do? Instead of going on, they say, oh man, I gotta set a trap for this guy. I gotta try and bait him. I gotta get somebody to try and bait him and shit, man. They can't be out here, bro. I done poked the bear too much. I done poked the bear too much and the bear's about to get me. I shouldn't have took that pot of honey. Oh boy, I shouldn't have did that. But oh, it was so good and so convenient. Oh, I thought I was the greatest schemer in the history of schemes and shit. Right, I'm that guy that can find real water on the page every time and shit. Let me show you my little short IQ of trickery and shit and tomfoolery. And now guess what? My rope done ran to the leash. And it got pulled the fuck back like some scorpion get over here type shit. Oh no. And then guess what? It's only so much land for you to hide. You can't stay in the house all the time. You gotta come outside. And the likely chance of somebody meeting each other is miraculous. It is crazy, stupid. How if you just put the energy out there that you come across somebody. Especially if you're on the move all the time. That's the wild part. Like, yo, the one thing I would say is never to get in a beef and something with is a rapper, a touring, performing rapper, a truck driver, or somebody that works for the airport. Because all of them got the means, time, and opportunity to get to you. You think a trucker stays in his city? A trucker eventually branches out and sees this good old USA that we see. And go from coast to coast for the company that they employed by. And when a company gives them a better deal, they take that and then their routes go. I've been in all 50 states pushing rigs during my 8 years of driving a truck. I seen all these states, every state, everything in the U.S. are great monuments, are beautiful cities. I done seen the desert for miles. I done seen ice-capped mountains with snow. Done seen amazing people out on the coastline, seen the sun come up, sun go down, star patterns, snow, hail, sleet, rain. Was out there getting it just like I was the freaking mailman, getting it. I came across all kinds of astounding, amazing people. Came across all kinds of annoying people. Came across people that don't even deserve to live. Came across some people that just like, man, I'm glad for having the opportunity to meet you. But truckers are everywhere. Then performing artists. You know how many arenas are everywhere? You know how many clubs are inside of a city? A typical city? How many clubs that you can get a booking for and then they in your city and you just happen to stroll out that night? Now you got the freaking Bambi look in your face. When you cross paths with that person that's been looking for you, they're going to come off like the old cartoons where they used to show the double impression. With the pitchfork and shit. Oh, I finally got you. Oh, I got you. They're going to hit one of them Jim Carrey faces, boy. They just have you like, alrighty then and shit. Oh boy. And then they gonna wonder why that club got fucked up that night. The club owners and shit's like, what? All the cameras that might be there at the performance is gonna be like, what? The paparazzi and shit's gonna be like, what? What happened? And then the headlines is gonna be like, hey. After doing our research on them and stuff, because you know they're gonna already see like a prior history and then the research and then, hey, even when they lock the fuck up, they still gonna be hotter than that person that's been faking it or whatever. They would still be hotter because all their collection would jump up in value and shit because now they're televised. And the incident would definitely be national because they got celebrity status. They're a tour rapper. It don't matter if you're underground or not. Your name gets mentioned on the headline. And then what do? Depending on the vile act or whatever, it gets publicized. If it's a weapon, then guess what? The NRA covers that. Then it's national news. And then guess what? Because we're partners with so many nations, it becomes international news. So now you want your international news of a confrontation that you don't provoke and shit. And then the third option. Oh, matter of fact, I gotta add a fourth. You don't want to fuck with vets. Uncle Sam trained us real good. Paid us real good. You know what he wants us to do? He said, do anything you want, but please don't leave your house. Please don't leave your property. If you do, please make it short durations. Please. We'll pay you for life, but please don't leave your land too long. We got to have a track of you. We know what you can do. We done seen it. We sent you to go fight the people we didn't want to fight. You were the crazy motherfuckers that said, hey, you know what? Sign me up. I want to go achieve honor and stuff like that. I got no problem running towards gunfire. Right. I got no reason. Right. I will run towards the gunfire. I'm not running from it. I'm running towards the shit. Even now, my homeboy said, oh man, you be wild as fuck sometimes. We be chilling on the block and I hear a gun go off. I'm looking. Not out of fear. I'm looking. That's a free gun. That's a free gun. Somebody's sparking. That bitch is saying to me when they shot it, come get me. Come take me. They're not going to fight you for this bitch. No. I got to fight the inner urge of, man, let me calm my body down. That's a free gun. Right. Cause what they going to do? Hey, man, I like that. Let me see that. As soon as you hand it to me, you done fucked up. Fuck, I look like giving it back to you. You idiot, you done gave it to me. Especially if it's loaded. You gonna look at me like, hey, man, stop playing. Who playing? Who playing? You just gave me a wife. Right, I've been missing a wife for so many years, I had to go out and buy another one. Uncle Sam gave me the best one I was going to ever find. Then I had to go out and search to find which one else is the backup. The new wife. Because the original wife was so good to me. And then if you hand it to me, oh man, you just gave me the side bitch of my dreams. I appreciate you. If you reach, you know, in basketball, they always said the old proverb, man, you reach, teach. Don't reach. Oh, no, not especially when I'm trying to get especially when she's right in my hand and I'm intimate. Oh, when she's right there and we're touching, boy, you're watching proverbial sex right there. In every essence, I'm a mind her. I got to know everything that makes her go, all the sounds that she can make. I got to know how she slides. I got to know how that firing pin. Ooh, I got to know how that safety works. Because I don't want that safety to be on if I ever need to use her in case of emergency. Ooh, no, I got to know what kind of oil she needs. How many rubs she likes to take on this side. How she likes to break down. How her pieces like to shine. Ooh, boy, I'm telling you. It's something sexual about it, boy. But y'all don't ever understand, man. A lot of people ain't investing shit, man. But my vet population, man, y'all understand, boy. Oh, it just makes, I'm telling you, it just... I'm telling you. Something like that, man. Whoo! You ever went to a gun show and called hot sweats? Whew! Oh my gosh. You just get it, man. It's just like you just hit 104, boy, you get that fever. And you see that first one. And oh, she got a sister. Oh, she got a cousin too. Oh, look at grandmama and great auntie. Oh, and they got a new addition to the family. Look at the baby. Oh, look at the baby. The baby looking something like she came out the sci-fi movie. And they said, oh, this is the prototype. The service members are working with this right now. They're shooting a mile away with this bad boy. You're like, ooh, my brothers and sisters got this thing right here, boy. Oh, I got to find it. I got to get something like that. Oh, that can shoot a mile away. Oh, boy. Oh, I need it in my life. But then you got to remember Uncle Sam said, hey, calm down now, man. Calm down now, man. You're getting a little too ecstatic. Be like, hey, man, you know how it works, bro. Whew. Same time, people didn't know that I'm actually a gun owner in the gun club. Been in the gun club. When did I get my gun clubs thing? The same day I signed my contract to sign up to be a United States Marine. Right. You don't think they don't do all that stuff for the service members while we in there? While we walking around with rifles the whole time while training? Where any time a recruit can spaz up? Because trust and believe, Paris Island got some stories, boy. Paris Island got some stories. Almost every company got somebody that killed themselves. We had somebody in the company below them. They shot themselves in the middle of the night. They couldn't hack it. They were only there for 14 days in the training. We had a dude that looked like he was a bodybuilder. He was 30 years old. He could only been in for up until, at that time, the cutoff was 34. He's coming in. This man done did 12 years in the Army. He came in, he broke the 9th day of Marine Corps training. At our initial PFT test, this man didn't want to do the PFT test. He was crying for his mama and shit, wanting to fucking come back home. Breaking. Watching strong ass men fucking break. That's why it's like, yo, a lot of y'all, I see y'all and y'all might be men and shit, but man, a lot of people had to put in work during manhood and their neighborhoods and whatever they affiliated with, their organizations. You know what I'm saying? I always shout out my gang all the time, man. Salute my gang, man. My brothers and sisters that's still out there, active and abroad, stationed around the world, out in theater, continuing on a good fight, keeping us safe so we back here can do all this nonsense, speculate, gossip, all kinds of trivial ass shit if you think of it in the grand scheme of things. We ain't out here putting our life on the line every single day, so then everybody back here gets to just act stupid. Nah. They out there doing the job that needs to get done. Dealing with the bad guys of the world. The people that don't need to be here. But then we take trivial ass shit to a 10th degree. And then rest of us outside looking in, look at it and say, damn. You know what? They need to just go ahead and catch the fade, man. They need to catch the fade. That dude said what he said. The other dude wants it. They need to just go ahead. Throw that shit. Fuck each other the fuck up. Go ahead. I'll pay for a ticket to that shit. Hell yeah. What we need? We need to get up with Ticketmaster. Get up with Ticketmaster. Let's catch the fade. Let's get it. Right? Because some people need it, man. And then some people, because they were so sheltered coming up and shit, man, that they never got beat up. Man went to the best schools out there. Somebody went to the best schools out there. They never really had that problematic thing that everybody else did when you grow up in the public or in the hood or in a situation. They never got that. You ever notice some of the dopest white people ever? Or most of the ones that came up from poverty or came up with people that were in a situation. And you know what? They learned the life's lesson right there of being humbled. They're not going to go around and hear a song and then disrespect everybody in the neighborhood. The whole neighborhood going to beat your ass. You come off and you repeating a song just because you wanted to say the word. Nowadays, hey, I watch brothers sit right there. They white friend call them nigga all day and shit. And he taking it like it's cool and shit. And they man drilling that shit the fuck in for every sense of the goddamn word. Every sense of the word, he's rubbing that shit the fuck in and yo just cool with it. Like, oh, he's going to stop saying it eventually. And it's like, so you just sit here and take it? You just sit there and take it? I guess you must be. You just doing an ignorant ass act and letting this shit transpire. I showed y'all on the stream earlier. We were walking off to go meet my man, go grab some of this killer gas and shit. I hear the word nigga. I looked around. I see the little light-skinned boy tee off on the little white boy. I was proud as shit. That made my motherfucking day. That made my year right there. That's my highlight. That's my highlight. I seen something, a corrective action that should have transpired this year, and it happened in the purest form of fucking kids. Of kids. And you know what little boy said? You don't call me that. You know better. And he exactly meant that. And I was surprised the little white boy said that. When your daddy that's putting pipe in your mama right now, taking care of you and your little 4 siblings and shit, cause you know, I was piping his mom up for a minute last year, playing stepdaddy for a minute. She didn't know how to act like a woman. But I'm over there trying to give you that male upbringing and shit. You ain't never say that shit to me. Your brothers and sisters are already mixed. You don't come off and call them that shit. You definitely don't say it to your sister. Your sister's your twin. I watch her punk your ass every goddamn day. You go play with all the other little boys in the neighborhood. You the one that go home crying every motherfucking day. But you the fucking instigator of the situation. How you trying to be the bully and you getting beat up by kids smaller than you? Then you just got stole off by a kid that's fucking 3 years younger than you. 2 grades younger than you. Because you done called him a bad name. A derogatory ass term. And he knew he wasn't standing for that shit. And I guarantee you, watch, next time he come around when they outside, he gonna think about letting that shit fly. His mom sat right there and was like, get your ass in the house. You know damn well I didn't teach you that. I looked over. She knew what it was. She knew what it was. I ain't had to do shit. I told everybody when they came around this neighborhood, I was the first person to buy a house in this land before all these houses got built around this bitch 10 years ago. Everybody that comes around here, when they move in, they check in with me. I'm at your door, letting them know who I am. Oh man, welcome to the neighborhood, bruh. I go by the name Slim Ballin'. Bam, you need something in the neighborhood, let me know. You got a problem, let me know. I don't want the police up or in here Nowhere up in this bitch. You call the police, let it be some emergency shit. Emergency service, something like that. Your house catch fire, I understand. We got the woods back here. Call the motherfuckers. Shit, I'll call them for you. Not an emergency number. Hey, can we get ambulance services back here? The woods is on fire. We need mad trucks and everything. Right. They need to come. Besides that, domestic disputes, shit. Most of these women come back here and come get me. Your man done smacked the shit out of you. It ain't in his nature. I'm going to come talk to good buddy. Why? I don't want him going to jail. Now, if he try to try me and think that he going to beat me like he just did her, he got another thing coming. I've been back here 10 years. I done had to fuck 14 women's husbands up. I ain't proud of it. But you ain't going to be slapping your woman to fuck up. And then she come tell me about it. I ain't Captain Save-A-Ho. You know what I'm saying? I ain't Captain Save-A-Ho. I ain't trying to fuck nobody right back here and shit. None of that. But if she coming to me and I see that you don't put it on her, and we done had some kind of word of exchange before, and you bitched up on me, and then want to see me. Because they all know. They want it, man. Knock on the motherfucking door. Knock on my goddamn door. I'm going to come out. We going to throw it down right in my motherfucking front yard. I got a lot of yard in the front yard. I got a lot of yard in the backyard. I got a lot of yard on the side of the house. I don't mind throwing you all over this motherfucking place. I do not mind. Your wife can sit right there and get her celebratory whip that another man done beat your ass the way it's supposed to went down. Because if she was a man, she would have probably whipped your ass the same goddamn way. And you know what? It humbles them the fuck out. I'm not doing it to demoralize you or nothing. Because everybody needs that good ass whooping. Some of them get some good hits in. Right. I ain't saying that they done knocked me the fuck out. Because none of them knocked me the fuck out. Some got me in some chokeholds. And guess what? I sat right there and wait till your shit weakened up. And I reversed that shit on you. And guarantee when you grab somebody and they try to put you on a headlock and you fucking go ahead and suplex their ass. And they hit the motherfucking ground outside. And they don't know shit about doing a break fall to try and mitigate the damage to your body. And they come down on a motherfucking root or something out in that bitch. All kinds of awkwards. And you not thinking, I'm going to lay this motherfucker down. Nah. When I go to suplex you, I'm going to try and make sure I get you at an angle. I'm going to try and crack your fucking neck with that shit. You lucky if you get the fuck back up. Instantly. Nah. You just got to be rattled. Plus, I'm going to make sure your head hits, too. Make sure your head hits. You know, the ground with dirt, it ain't going to let your skull crack, but you going to know. What you going to do back there, up then at that point? You just got your shelf rocked. Your whole body got rocked. What you going to get back up? You decombobulated. You going to stand up, your first motions is you already off guard. You trying to get balance back. Your thing that you spent all your life learning how to stand on your feet, balance is going. My boy, your brain is trying to slow down. That shit's rattling right now inside your fucking cranium. It's trying to slow down. You all fucked up. Your vision is... What you gonna do? Come up and hit 4 of me that you seeing right now? And when you throw the first punch, I'm just gonna wait to catch your fucking arm? And said, oh, he gave it to me. Oh, he gave it to me. I just want to show you, slam you. I just want to throw you over my shoulder. And then when I throw you over my shoulder, I don't want to let go. No, I can't let you go. It's wrong to let you go. No. I can just go ahead and take that arm and just crank that thing. What you gonna do? You're gonna comply. What does that do? That makes you turn to an angle. What can I do to you at that point? Let me go ahead and just mess with your palm right here. Bend your palm back. Joint manipulation. Oh, you really gonna give me your arm now? You might give me your whole back. I don't want your back. That's the stronger part of your body. What do I want? I want that head right there. Give me your head. Give me some head, nigga. Bow. Kick that chin right there. Yeah, go ahead, kick that chin. What's that gonna make you do? That really makes you dehydrated. You gonna move your head. What'd that give me? Oh man, what's this? What's this? Oh man, is that where the main nerves of the body is? Ooh, what happened if you just go ahead and you just put enough pressure on the main artery of the body? Ooh, they never heard of blood chokes. They gonna learn that day. You gonna learn that day. Don't pass out. It only takes a couple seconds when you're highly exerted and somebody got your main artery exposed. It takes less than 10 seconds for you to pass out. What happens when you pass out? That's what I'm saying. That's why I try to say, oh man, you know, I got this going on. We got some snow or something. Right. See, that's some conversation, man. See, that's what we like right here. Some conversation when the homies come through and they like, yo, salute Slim, or hi, or what's up, or my guy, or whatever. That's what we like around here. We don't like when y'all come around here and you say, oh, I got to just be that one today. I got to be the one. Am I the one for this guy? Y'all ain't never checked that out? They said, I got to be the one for this guy. I like it when y'all the one. Because then we get to talk about it. And then y'all become the content. And nobody wants to become the content. Especially when you're a small content creator. That's the last thing you want, man. As a small content creator, you never want to see somebody on the ride and try to shit on them. Like for all my content creators out there on the YouTube space and other networks, never shit on the small guy, man. He's the one that's jumping out here, trying to figure it out, how to put it together. And a lot of y'all don't understand that the small guy already comes with an audience. He already comes with a lot of stuff. And a lot of people think, oh, well, if you're so big and known, how you got this many views? Do you not see what a lot of people do? A lot of people just look at one angle. They say, oh, okay, well, he does music. They don't know that he's also a vet. They don't know that he's also an entrepreneur. They don't know that he's a sole proprietor. They don't know that he runs multiple entities. They don't know that he's making their salary when he goes to sleep every night. People don't even realize that. That's why I don't really like to try to talk financial. I'll try to give y'all some tips on some stuff. I don't like ever try to talk financials with anybody really, bro. Because it's just crazy when you start adding up numbers. Like I used to have a track that I used to perform in the club. I said, tell me your rent. I'll spend it in the night and make it back and stroll off with your girl like it's nothing for a weekend and call it a vacation. Every month. And I had somebody actually try me on it. And you know what? They couldn't say nothing. They sat there. And it was astounded to see how far they were falling short. How far they were falling short in comparison. Because they were looking at the image. They were trying to judge the person. They didn't know what the person had going on. I've been on this earth for a good 39. Come up May, I'll be seeing 40 years. Before I'm hitting, as soon as I'm hitting 40, I'm buying my first big dollar home. I currently own a home right now with property. Who else is coming on saying shit like that? Who? Several people that's doing it. Then they say, oh, well, you ain't owning property and stuff. Well, they can go down to Chamber of Commerce. I ain't that hard to look up. You know what a land deed is? Go ahead, look it up. You know what a land deed is? You know what property taxes? You know what mortgage is? HOAs if you're in that community and whatever. You know what all extra stuff you can do when you own stuff versus leasing and renting? That means, bam, I know what my mortgage is. I know what my mortgage is. Y'all know what y'all rent is. You know you gotta go work a salary to make that rent every year, right? And then you gotta break down all the expenses. Electronics, accessories. And then you still gotta figure out, man, where am I gonna get that extra money? Because, you know, we gotta make double our salaries every year. If anybody think about it, you traditionally make double your salary every year. People don't understand how a job works. You don't know how a job works. You don't notice how you put in the work for the job and then you get the check afterwards. You don't notice after a certain percentage you're actually getting the job. After a certain year mark, you're actually getting a job for 14 checks in a year, but you're only working for 12 months. And then when you hit a certain threshold at the job, you know that you're getting paid for 14 months versus 12 months that you're working. Plus the vacations and PTOs and all that on top of it. Nah, they don't know that because they give up on everything nowadays. They think working at a Mickey D's and shit is downgraded. What? Like everybody ain't worked at a bottom service level position and shit and then figured out, man, this ain't making it for me. But you know, I'm going to hang in there until I figure out how to do better to make more. How to do better to make more. How do you do better to make more? Well, if you don't know where money is, don't you want to find out where money is? You tear up your whole goddamn house to find some change. If you're stressing for a fucking cigarette, you'll tear up your couch, cushions, all kinds of shit. Found coins and shit that you stashed there times and times before and done fell in there. And guess what? It might have been there for a great long ass time when you were up. When you were up and things were going and you felt that the world owed you everything and that money train was coming and you were milking that shit and everything was lining up for you. You didn't think at all, let me put down some shit for that rainy day. No. Ball out. YOLO. What's the motto? YOLO. You only live once. YOLO, YOLO, do it up. But you forgot, oh man, I got many more years. I didn't plan down the road and shit. Nope. I didn't plan down the road. I got kids and shit, you know. You probably done abandoned them and shit. You probably didn't never keep up with the support or nothing like that. Guess what? Your ass is all worn and tired the fuck out now. You can't get back out there and perform the 40 hours of labor no more. You need to sit your ass down. You pulling hernias, prostate fucking constantly stinging you and shit. All kinds of fucked up shit going on with your body. Right, you Benjamin Button in a serious degree. Because you lack taking care of the proper steps and health and shit coming up. But guess what? Now you need that legacy. Right, all them nuts you done busting them chicks. All them kids you abandoned and shit. Right, you hoping to try and get some relation in them last days. Hoping that hopefully they amounted to something better than you. To where they could possibly help you the fuck out. Because you ain't got no other goddamn options. So now you got to play catch up for all them years. Oh man, you don't want to be like that. You don't want to be unprepared when the old times come. Oh no, when it's time and you start hearing them, what the old folks used to say, when you start hearing them trumpets and sirens. Oh man, you better hope you ready. Better hope you ready. Because I believe here's the sequence of the way it goes. I believe everybody sees the light and then you fall down into hell. Right? You got to finish your unresolved work. What did you carry over from your human existence with you? A lot of people carry over the fact of procrastination. Right? They say, oh, the 7 deadly sins. Nah, there's a lot more of them out there if you were to name some. Right? I believe every weakness is a sin. Right? What you crying when somebody leave for? You gonna have that moment of sadness? You should be ecstatic that you even had the opportunity to even meet and protect and sharing the time of them people. Right? When my old mother died, I didn't shed a tear. I told her from the get-go I wasn't going to shed a tear. I ain't shed tears in years. I might cry when I'm laughing ecstatically because I'm excited. When I'm excited, I'm sad for somebody. Why am I sad for somebody? Because they done pushed me to a place to where I got to really do something. And I really got to do something to you at that point. It sort of backed up for us in the service. Right? We used to be out in the field laughing. Good old laughing days after a firefight. It wasn't because we were ecstatic that we just killed some people and we survived. It was because we were sad that we had to kill some people. Right? Why did you have to shoot at me? Why do I got to see you? Right? Why did I have to take your time away? Why couldn't you just do the right thing? My Creator understands. He gave me the verses to put on his armor. So when I walk in the shadow of death, I ain't got to fear shit. And I'll prepare a banquet and make my enemies kneel before me like footstools in the final days. Right. So I said, oh man, everybody that want to be ops and shit, I ain't worried about y'all being ops. I know one day you're going to be kneeling before me anyway. Just because he said it so. So y'all can cherish and diminish and say whatever y'all want about me any given goddamn time of the motherfucking day. Because he got plans for me and ain't none of y'all stopped that shit yet. Ain't none of y'all came rain in my parade. Y'all ain't came stole the time that he gives me on a goddamn daily. And he got his own fucking crew. The thief in the night. I feel like I am the thief in the night. And I'm just the one that's on standby. He's saying, well done. Well done. Stay at ease. You went forth and did everything I need you until it's your time for me to act. And when I sent you forth to act, I'm going to send you out on righteousness. I ain't going to send you out on no tomfoolery. But in the meantime, don't worry about all your brothers and sisters down here. They don't know better. Remember I hit them with the little 16 bars and shit. They got all confused in their head. Was walking around talking all these different languages and shit now. Went different places around the world. Right, my Creator hit y'all with a hot 16 and had y'all been going stupid since. Had y'all go so stupid that guess what? Y'all got all the governments and shit together to sit there and release germs that killed a big population of the world. And guess what? Y'all idiots vote these motherfuckers into positions of power. Every goddamn election cycle. Oh, well, you know, I backed this guy here because he said this shit here. No, you backed that guy right there because he had the bigger loudmouth and your dumb ass was so simple you couldn't even see through the fucking facade. I could have told you your wife was getting goddamn fucking free. Right. We got a shot to give your wife to where she never even has to worry about birthing pains ever in life, my nigga. You ain't got to worry about that. You can get it whenever you want. You can have all the kids you want. And you know what? Every kid that you have, we're going to take care of them for life. You ain't got to worry for shit. Right, we can sell you on that motherfucking dream. And you going to sign off on that motherfucking vote. Right, because your simple, feeble, tomfoolish ass mind is going to allow it to go. And y'all do this shit all the time. You know what I write on the voting form? I've been writing on the voting form my own motherfucking name. I get one goddamn vote on the state and federal level every motherfucking year. Cause I feel I could do a better job than any of these fucking propped up people. Easily. Easily. You want to end the war? Y'all want to end the war? We're going to start everybody in fucking war. Right, you want to end the war? We're going to have everybody go to war. That's how you stop war. Force everybody's hand at the same fucking time to go to war. You want to stop a war? What's up? You got nukes. You got guns. We got shit too. We got shit too. You thought we had this? We got this shit here that trumps everything that y'all thought y'all had. We got some shit that you ain't even thought of fucking creating. My scientists been in the lab making some crazy ass shit that should have never seen the light of day. They'll annihilate all y'all on some shit. Y'all really want to go to war? And then everybody going to sit back and say, oh man, you know what? Nah, fuck it. And guess what? End the fucking war right then and there. Because nobody wants to see what nobody has. And everybody going to be sitting there asking their people what to do next. And you always got that rule of one that's going to be there saying, oh yeah, man, I got intel right now. We can take out their leader and all kinds of shit. We can hit them right now. We can launch before them and shit. Right. And then you know what? That rule of one, somebody's going to actually launch some shit. And it's going to be some shit that we all going to pay for. And then guess what? When all our modern day technologies and our customs and our entitlements that we growing accustomed to, and their safety, and we got to go back to the primordial man of being outside with no shelter from the elements of nature. Limited resources, got to tap into actual skills that make something, that mean something, that are vital to survival. Gossip ain't shit. That might get you a couple bucks here or there. And then when you spread the wrong information, then you lost business. And then somebody gonna come cap you out. And now you taken out of the picture. So you did all that for what? You're already out of the equation. The rest of us are still out here making it. We're gonna see you and say, oh, he was all talk. And he got all that shit. We can easily take his shit. What they call it, ill-gotten gains. That's the thing, see. Back in the day of Robin Hood, see, that's a good tell right there. Robin Hood. What did he do? He used to go around to the people that had too much and took it and gave it to the people that didn't have it, right? I said it's almost like how this podcast escape is. We're going to give you the best facade and shit. And I'm gonna give you the best quality, and I'm gonna give you the best content, and I'm gonna fuck you in the ass at the same time. No pause behind none of my statements. I mean everything I fucking say. Cause that's how y'all take it. I'm gonna show up to the same place where the quality is ass. Where you show up and you're expecting to hear your favorite artist, and your favorite artist don't even participate after that week. Or you get on a bracket and shit where your coach just abandons and say, yo, you know what? Fuck everybody. One of my subs that left was the coach of my team for the LNSL. I ain't giving y'all their name, but they know who it was. She said in the chat, fuck everybody. I said, damn, but you the coach on my team. I've been in the league for some weeks. I watch you play your people. Right, you played your son. Played his music. Everybody else had music too. But you favor your kid over everybody else to go up, and what happened? And then you wonder why we were at the bottom of the league? Because your son shit just wasn't what it was at. And then you thought that you were hot shit too. You thought you were hot shit too. You had the opportunity of fame too. And what you did? You fucked your shit up. Because why? You had these connections and networks. People gave you the opportunities and shit. And then guess what? When the next person that deserves that shot gets up in the equation, they get overlooked because you done soured the relationship. So then the other ones of us that try your shit and just keep it real and know what our value and shit is and what we can bring to the table and shit, you got us getting looked at and got us getting questioned to where we got to get hit on return back shits. Return back type shits. The fuck? I never been that guy standing on the side of the fucking wall being last to get picked. Ever. I refuse to ever be that guy. I'm going to be the guy to sit there and call you a bitch to your fucking face and shit to get you to look at me. First sitting there and not going to speak up and be the last one picked out of pity. I feel somebody give me an opportunity, I'm going to do my best and earn that. Thank you for that opportunity. Appreciate it. Even if I don't fit the role, I done had many jobs over the years. I worked for the federal government when I got out of the military. I worked for the VA. Got up to a G3. Talking about governmental contract, making almost like 200 bands, working for the government. Cooking. A line cook, bro. 200,000 as a line cook. Working for the government. Saving my shit. Them motherfuckers like, oh, well, we're here praying at and shit. It takes money to make money. That's what a lot of people miss. And if you can go ahead and show me that you got a big ass dookie wad right now and shit, I'm going to tell you, hey, that's dope as fuck, bro. But what is it doing for you? What is it doing for you? That's what I'm going to ask. What is it doing for you? Are you money marketing? Are you in the money market? You got some CDs and IRAs and shit jumping off? You got something that's making your money work for you? You got somebody that's doing that? Right. Or what company are you using? Because, hey, they might be doing a better company than the company that I got. They doing a pretty good job for me. They've been doing it for 13 years strong. Going on 14 years. Right, I'm glad I came across these people. Now I'm finding out all this other stuff with grants. People that are worth paying attention to. That's why I like YouTube. Especially the podcast escape. You've come across some people that actually worth paying attention to. Because they keeping it real. You're seeing celebrities pop up. Because they fuck with them because they keeping it real. You get a shout out from the people. Because you keeping it real. I'm not paying these people to say, yo, shout me out. They do it because they fuck with me. Being around. Inclusion. I shout out everybody that come through here. I like everybody new that come through here. Even if your music sound like it's off, I sit there and I go live. Are we on the live? We working on your shit. Working on your shit. Got a couple people drive through, they checking it out. Checking your song out, your new shit out. While we trying to get it right. The word needs to hit where it needs to hit. Who else is doing that? I ain't seen them. If you know who's doing it, man, point me to them. I wanna link up with these people. Cause we need to definitely get with each other. You got people going middle of the night making beats. Point me towards them, man. Point me towards them. Don't deny me opportunities, man. Just because you might have some kind of petty chip or whatever. Don't deny me that. I'll find it eventually. That's how karma works. I'll find it eventually. If you point me toward it, then hey, I might be appreciative. Hey, man, thanks for the advice on that. Don't say, oh, well, I know something that he don't know, so I ain't going to share it. I'm going to be a gatekeeper. Well, you know what? That same piece of information, I hope you stay like that with your life and shit. And when you see all your shortcomings that box you in, and all the opportunities that done missed you in the grand spectrum, and you wonder why you never got big, you never wonder why you didn't have the opportunities, you wonder why success just kept missing you, and then you go back and you think about it. And how your mannerisms, your attitude, your presentation, how you talk to somebody. The first thing it is how you talk to somebody. Anything you want in life, you're going to have to talk to somebody. some point you have to talk to somebody to get to the next level. So you don't want your language being F this, F that, F this, F that, talk about this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, no facts, all fixation, speculation, hearsay. Because even if you go off with some gossip, guess what? Somebody gonna come around and they gonna check you on that. So don't go out here and tell the whole story and then somebody in your town happen to come across your page and start supporting you eventually. And then they come across and they start a podcast and they be like, hey man, that ain't what happened that day. And you did what with who? I was with you that day. Ain't none of that happened. And a lot of people get caught up on shit like that. And it's so embarrassing when you come out and you check somebody out and then you come to find out that they're a complete ass fraud. I done had it happen many a times. It's sort of like being catfish. You come out, somebody tell you they got this and they got all this and shit, and you come up in there and the dude talking about he got a studio with a couple $1,000s in there. I know what a couple $1,000s look like. My mixer board is about $700. My PC by itself is $7,500. I got Almond instant reaction monitors that go for about $659 with 5-year plans on the first one and the second one. I got KRK7s, 2 sets. I got a JLBC sub in here that's fucking $1,500. I got mixing equipment that valued almost $10,000 out inside of my shed. I know what money looks like. I know how much the motherfuckers cost. I know how much if something goes down, how much that's going to put me back, too. Trust and believe. But you pulled up at somebody's shit out of town. I remember this one dude. I went all the way down to North Carolina. A good 400 miles.